What's up, everyone? Arctic here, bringing you guys a brand new Running Ranked episode. This is Season 6, Episode 4. Now, I think we are about 90 episodes into the Running Ranked series. I've been doing this a long time now, and this video I switched things up. I don't have the female Onyx guard anymore. I'm using a Paddock. I don't know how you say his name. Paddock, I think, is his name. And weird wall bounce glitch there, animation bug that I think we were talking about on active reload. And I'm using the Markza. This is all about the Markza sniper rifle, one of the starting rifles in Gears of War Judgment. Probably, well, I won't say it's my favorite. I think my favorite is probably still the Nasher. But the Markza is a very close second. And it's just because of the different element, I guess, that it kind of brings to Gears of War Judgment. I still don't like that there are 3 snipers in this game, if you include the Markza, the Breechshot, and the Longshot. But the Breechshot is definitely very rewarding for a starting rifle. That maybe it's just that headshot pop that you get. I'm still kind of getting used to the cadence of the weapon. And there's times when you guys will see, probably in some of my future videos that I upload, where I feel like I should get a hit on the opposing players when I'm aiming down the sights, or scoped in, and it seems like I'm just a little bit behind whenever I'm tracking them. It's really annoying, and I swear I like I'm hitting them, but it's like every time I look back at replays, it's like I'm slightly behind when I decide to fire. And I don't know if it's a combination of maybe me needing to pick a different zoom sensitivity, or just the fact that I'm not quite used to the weapon and how it fires. I think typically when I get a semi-auto like the Markza, or for example the pistol or the hammer burst, I'm so used to the pistol and the hammer burst that I kind of had the same type of, okay, this is a semi-auto, it's going to go as fast as I pull the trigger. And then when I decide to try to do that, it's like, no. And then the sound of it almost makes me not quite sure when I should, be firing. Should I set up for this shot? Should I kind of move around, strafing back and forth? And there's a lot of situations where you guys are going to see here in the future where, I'd really take a different approach to using the Markza. And I'm not, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to snipe on Gears of War 1. Didn't do a lot of sniping in Gears of War 2 or Gears of War 3, and so, whenever someone sees me pick up a sniper now, it's kind of like, Arctic snipes? And so when I pick up the Markza, or even the Longshot or Breechshot in this game, it's like I'm getting used to sniping again. And I'm a very different sniper. I'm not like a showman. I am more of like a traditional, at least in this game anyway, more of the traditional style sniper. I like to set up in spots. I do frequently move. But if you give me, a certain angle of the map or area where I can see a lot of the field and what's in front of me, I will sit in that area for a while. This is one of the times, I think maybe the first or second time ever, that I got outshot in a Markza on Markza battle. It doesn't even happen that often, and I was so upset that I lost that particular fight because it just doesn't happen. So, yeah, that guy, he got me. I admit it, he got me. Anyway, so, my style of play with the Markza or the Longshot, when you guys will see it, like I said, I'm not really a showman. I set up a lot, and I get caught just like that because I am looking to either get headshots or get body shots or spot people and then continue to move. And you'll see and I might do some tips and tactics on the Markza after I've used it for a while, but some of the things that I've kind of noticed is that if I'm near teammates and they are kind of roaming around certain areas, that's a good opportunity for me to kind of set up in a spot. Depending on what map it is and where exactly people are located, typically I like to stay near teammates or just keep a spatial awareness of where my teammates are on map whenever I have the Markza. I do that a lot more with the Markza than I do with any other rifle that I've played with in the past, especially when I'm going solo like I'm right now in ranked. So it's very different for me to have this kind of pace and gears. I guess I kind of think more like the Lancer if I was playing like a competitive match. almost how I feel when I'm in that mode with the Markza. That was a switch there. I hit him with the Breechshot. He popped back out, and I don't like the scope on the Breechshot, so I switched to the Markza and got the headshot there. And so, you know, the whole pace that I have with the Markza is that more of a competitive match where I'm kind of setting up, looking at teammates, trying to spot, trying to get in good positions, rather than just running around, which is what I'm typically used to in ranked, especially when I'm playing by myself in a not so competitive environment. So that's one of the, I guess, biggest differences with the Markza that I've noticed in my gameplay. I'm a lot more cautious, more careful and wary of where my teammates are, and generally I play a lot smarter. There's another headshot, pretty easy shot right there, but headshot nonetheless. And the other thing is, like, if you guys can kind of imagine when I talk about spatial awareness, like finding locations and then trying to check what areas you need to watch. I find myself doing that a lot. So I think Rig hasn't gotten voted a lot, but this is just one of the gameplays I felt like posting up. But like on streets, for example, when I go to a couple of those gameplays, you guys will see I like to set up in a couple spots, and like I'm constantly wary of people like running behind me, especially if my teammates aren't covering that area. So I'll be like overly paranoid looking behind me and stuff like that. But you know, I really enjoy the Markza. I think it's probably, I don't know, it's creeping up on the Nasher as my favorite rifle or just weapon to use in Judgment. I think after a while, it might be to the point where the gun is almost too easy. And one of the other things very quickly before this ends that I want to stress, if you are using the Markza, really you need to be doing this with any weapon, but if you're using the Markza, you really need to spot players. I almost wish you could spot more people on Judgment, because spotting is so important, especially when you have a weapon like the Markza. You can see people across the map a little bit better than your teammates. So that's all I got for this particular game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until the next time, guys, I will catch you later. Peace.